Hello everyone and welcome back to Phaedra channel. We are here today with a very interesting topic, which is on a missile cruiser of the United States Navy. It is none other than the USS ANTIETAM CG-54. But before we get on with that, let us first enlighten you with the basics of what actually a missile cruiser is. A cruiser is a battleship of the cruiser class. After aircraft carriers as well as infantry assault warships, cruisers are the biggest ships in a navy and can typically fulfill multiple duties. The phrase cruiser, which has been in use for hundreds of years, has evolved over time. Throughout the age of sail, the phrase cruising alludes to specific operations carried out by warships or sloops of war that served as a fleet's cruising warships, such as autonomous reconnaissance, trade protection, or raiding. The US Navy constructed guided missile cruisers with destroyer-style bulkheads. Several referred to them as destroyer leaders, or otherwise frigates, before the 1975 reassessment, that were designed exclusively for air defense with anti-submarine functionality, and had longer-range surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, than initial Charles F. Adams guided missile destroyers entrusted with the responsibility of short-range air defense. The distinction among cruisers and destroyers had dissolved by the conclusion of the Cold War, with the Ticonderoga-class cruiser adopting the Spruance-class destroyer hull, but obtaining the cruiser classification owing to its improved mission as well as combat capabilities. But before we start with the details, let's first look into the history of this. The USS ANTIETAM CG-54 is a directed missile carrier of the Ticonderoga category in the US Navy. Antietam was established after the 1862 Battle of Antietam in Maryland, which took place among Confederate troops led by General Robert E. Lee versus Union forces led by Major General George McClellan. The John C. Stennis Strike Group won the Battle Effectiveness Honor in 2007 as well as 2008, often known as the Battle E Honor. In January 2017, the Antietam came ashore while attempting to dock in Tokyo Bay. Antietam originally laid down on November 15, 1984 in Pascagoula, Mississippi, premiered on February 14, 1986, and served on June 6, 1987 in Baltimore, Maryland by the Lytton Ingalls Shipbuilding Corporation. With the history being discussed, let's now see what features this truly amazing missile cruiser carries. I'm sure you guys will love this too, because I sure am a great fan of this. The length of this Ticonderoga-class guided missile carrier is approximately 567 feet, which are equal to 173 meters. That's pretty long, right? But that's not the only wow factor here. Its beam is approximately 55 feet long, which is equivalent to 16.8 meters with its draught being 34 feet long, which is equal to 10.2 meters. The propulsion mechanism of this missile cruiser is also amazing. It has 4 General Electric LM2500 gas turbine engines accompanied by 2 propellers with changeable pitch control. And not just that, it also has 2 rudders for propulsion purposes as well. The speed of this United States Navy missile cruiser is that of 32.5 knots, which equals 60 kilometers per hour or 37.4 meters per hour. This missile cruiser can, to date, carry 2 types of aircraft, namely Sikorsky SH-60B and otherwise MH-60R Seahawk LAMPS 3 helicopters. This exceptional missile cruiser has a number of outstanding processors and processing systems. These include, and are limited to, multifunction radar, AN or SPY 1A or B, air search radar, AN-SPS 49, the fire control radar, AN-SPG 62, surface search radar, AN-SPS 73, radar for gunfire control, AN-SPQ 9, and electronic warfare suite, AN-SLQ 32. The AN-SQQ 89V 1/3 AV-15 sonar suite consists of the following components: active sonar, AN-SQS 53B C and D, MFTA passive sonar, AN-SQR-19 Tactis, AN-SQR-19B ITAS. And the AN-SQQ-28 is a multi-purpose light airborne system. This missile cruise ship also has a series of mind-blowing armaments, which in simpler words is the term used for munitions and equipment for the military. All of these armaments include 2 Mach 41 vertical launch systems with 61 cells, 122 a combination of SM-2MR Block, 3B Rim 66M5, Block 4 Rim 156A SM-2ER, SM-3 Rim 161, ESSM RIM 162A, regular ERAM RIM 174A, Tomahawk BGM 109, the El Azraq RUM 139A, 8 Harpoon RGM-64 missiles, Mark 45 Mod 4 lightweight cannon, 25 inches, 127mm, 62 caliber, Mark 38 cannon, 2x25mm, 0.98 inches, machine gun with a caliber of 2 4.450 inches, 12.7mm, 2 CIWS Block 1B phalanx, and 2 Mach 32 triple torpedo tubes, 12.75 inches, 324mm. That is all we had to talk about the specifications of this missile cruise ship. But that is not all we had to talk about this missile cruise ship. After all, USS ANTIETAM CG-54 deserves to be talked about. The ship is equipped with guided missiles as well as rapid-fire cannons. She also has 2 Sikorsky SH-60 Seahawk Lamps helicopters on board, which can perform a variety of tasks, but are principally designed for anti-submarine warfare, ASW. The ship was acceptable for deployments from 1988 to 1991, while it was deployed to Naval Surface Group, Long Beach, which was subordinate of Commander Naval Surface Forces Pacific. There's also a very interesting fact, which I'm not sure you might be aware of. This cruise ship was actually featured in a film. Yeah, you heard that right. This ship was portrayed in episode 327 of Visiting with Huell Hauser, which aired in 1995. It also won a total of 4 Navy awards as well. Sounds pretty impressive, right? Well, it surely is.